The Parkersburg Engagement Project City Survey results are back, and Lisa Parsons and Bob Mercer have joined me this morning to talk about them and the plans they have to meet with them. Thank you guys for joining me this morning.
Good morning, thank you.
Good morning.
So if people don't remember, can you talk a little bit about what the Parkersburg Engagement Survey is?
Sure. The Parkersburg Engagement Project released the community-wide survey to Parkersburg residents in February of this year, and we accumulated results up until the end of March 30th, and we have the results. And the purpose of that survey was to identify a community issue for the engagement team to work on, and then to also get an idea of where people feel in terms of community engagement and civic engagement.
So when will the results be shared? Is it a meeting? Are you going to post them online? How will that work?
We're doing all that. We had our first meeting last Saturday at the Pink Church at Charles and Latrobe. We had our first meeting there, and we're going to be using public social media. We're going to be using, obviously, media. But it was a very interesting outcome of the survey from what we found, and we're going to have a lot more coming up, a lot more town halls, so to speak, or community get-togethers.
So we're definitely sharing the results now, but if you come to one of those community meetings, we'll share really in depth, because there were several questions related to issues other than the top community issue that faces the community.
Well, can you share with us what is the top community issue?
Yes.
The top community, it was broken actually into two separate sections. The first section is, what do you believe is the main issue that affects the community? Well, substance abuse came out on top of that one, followed by housing and wages. The second one was broke into, what do you feel affects your family, immediate family? Mm-hmm. That was quite interesting, because what came out on top of there was community livability, security, things to do, safety, just things that people feel safe walking down the streets and stuff. It was quite interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So when is the next town hall if people want to get involved?
Our next meeting is Monday, the second Monday in June 9th at 5:30 p.m. at First United Methodist Church, and that's part of the regular Circles campaign meeting, and that's a group that works to help people get out of poverty, but part of the work they do is to reduce systemic barriers, and so being able to help reduce substance use in this community would certainly go a long way towards helping build a thriving community, and we're all on board for that.
Yeah, is there anything else you guys would like to highlight about survey results, or just generally what the Parkersburg Engagement Project is doing?
We had a total of approximately 621 completed surveys. Now, it was through our population, approximately 29,000 some. We figured if we could get 380 people to participate, that was going to kind of give us a wide general idea, but 621 turned out really well for us. And so we're going to be meeting with local governments, county governments, city governments. We're also going to meet with state officials just to go over, because this is a one-of-a-kind thing. Parkersburg is the project, if you would. Mm-hmm. And we were picked out of multiple cities and states. And it's something that I think is a long time coming, and I think once people get involved in coming to our meetings and seeing exactly what we're doing, they're going to be very interested in what we have.
I would like to emphasize too that with these upcoming meetings, so in addition to the one at First United Methodist on the 9th, there will be several other ones in the community, and you can either go to our Facebook page or our website, which is pkbengagementproject.org, to see some of those upcoming dates. But we hope in the month of June and July to have multiple discussions with community members, government officials, and just anybody, especially that has been impacted by substance use and or works in that field, because the goal, we forgot to mention this, Bob, our goal is to enact a solution. Mm-hmm. So all the community meetings will be focused on potential solutions to the issue, and then we will, from those conversations, determine what is a path we can go forward with and reduce substance use in the community.
Well, thank you both so much for joining me this morning to talk
we
about this
appreciate
and sharing all this information for our viewers.
Thank you so very much.
And we will have more coming up on Daybreak right after the break.